All right, hey y'all. So when I looked it up, I remember last time I told you this machine was like really heavy. I mean, more of a starting weight than any machine I've ever felt. This machine is a starting weight of 110. I knew I wasn't tripping. I was like, what is wrong with me? All right, so it's like really cold outside right now. Well, not really, but it's like compared to how it's been, but it's like 59, 58, but it says that it feels colder because there's like wind. I don't think I'll get hot. Like, I have these leggings on, you know, I don't really like wearing leggings for real, you know what I mean? Because I don't think leggings fit me well. I feel like shorts fit me better, and I feel like shorts are a lot more flattering. But regardless of that, I don't think I should get too hot because it is very windy, and I even have the sniffles a little bit. But when I'm sweating, I'm usually like sweating upper body anyway, so I think I should be good. So like even after that first warm up, like I definitely felt my body getting warmer. And so I feel like the key is gonna be like trying to stay warm, like not too much rest in between. Not too much rest in between sets because I gotta keep warm out here. So I went ahead and just threw on a 25 because I'm like, I feel warmed up. I did some lunges, stretching, and I feel like I can go ahead and jump into 25. So last time I did 25 and like I feel like another 5, but around rep 6, I was like really slowing down, like really slowing down. Like I had to like literally reset for each rep because just so I could get it up, you know. So I'm gonna just do 25 and see. Probably will stay there, but let's just see. So I'm gonna try to incorporate as many exercises in one little rotation as I can. Well, maybe not today, but like over time, because it just makes more use of your time. Because if I can, while my legs are resting, do some other stuff, why not? And I need to do my abs, so. Yeah, these are pretty rough. So rough that, like, almost like you want to stop. Like that rough that you like, but you know you have to keep going. So it's like, oh my gosh, like that. Okay, on this one, it's like my biceps gave out. We're starting to give out, but not my core. Realistically, what I wanted to do was be able to do this as a cable machine, but the thing with supersets, for me at least, like if it's like too far, the machine you need to use or the stuff you gotta use, it's too far. It's like, it doesn't make sense. It can, but then you're worried about, is somebody gonna take my stuff? So I wanna like kind of like stay in the same vicinity, you know what I mean? So, all right, I'm gonna be done here. I'm gonna just go ahead and do my glute drive stuff. And honestly speaking, I realized that I'm okay with at least with back squats, I don't have to go like heavy with that. I mean, I do, I should, but I can go heavy with other things that are more stabilizing. And then, you know, I can still do that movement, but it's not as heavy. And they can almost be like an activator, kind of activate, you know, warm things up and stuff like that. Like, honestly speaking, this isn't even that heavy, you know what I mean? In the grand scheme. I mean, it's all relative, obviously. But if you got the 110 plus the 25, then that's 135, right? So that's just the bar with two 245s, one on each side, you know? But I do think this is, I don't know if it's like one for one necessarily because it's called the pendulum squat, right? So I don't know if it's just got like a different movement to make it more challenging. I'm not sure. Don't quote me. All this stuff you guys can look up. I just be talking. But all right, I'm gonna move on to a glute drive because I'm starting to get chilly. All right, so I got the 4 plates and 25. I mean, like I said, I feel like I've been warmed up. It's not like I'm coming in like cold. I mean, it is cold, but like, you know what I mean. So I'm gonna try to do all 3 sets here at this weight. I was like, I could do the first one 4 and then the last 2. But let me just see how many I can get. Realistically, if I can get like 6 or 7 out of each one, I'll be fine with that. Not overextending, squeezing at the top, and just, you know, all the things. All those things I always say. I was editing the last video and I just kept saying it over and over. And I don't like when other people do that. I don't like listening to other people who can repeat themselves. So I'm like, look at me, I'm doing it. So I actually had to edit out some stuff that I just kept saying over and over. All right, let's try it. Let's try it out. And I came to this machine because I'm just trying to be efficient with my time, honestly. I'm over here in gym 2, so I'm like, let me just stay over here. It's just too much moving around, you know? And if you really want to make your gym experience good, I feel like you should always just try to like keep stuff in the same location if you can help it. But I know you can't always help it. I'm gonna just do like some walking lunges because I want to save all my energy for these next 2 sets. Okay, so I'm gonna just do some lunges. It's so windy out here. I think those 2 sets went okay. I think the second one, like I wanted to get like kind of like deeper, you know, like for that leverage. But it's just really based on where your feet are at. You can really like, you know, get deep and then thrust and then deep. So I don't really want to like really mess around with the feet right now, but I'm gonna try to get deeper. And that makes it more challenging too, but I do know that it's good for my leverage. And that really helps me to really, not really say like count it as a rep. Because even like if it's not all the way deep down, I still count it as a rep. I mean, but I think you guys know what I mean. So I'm getting cold again. I didn't really like that last one. And I know I told myself I wasn't gonna like start redoing sets, but I just really didn't like it. But I dropped the weight because that's probably why I didn't like it, because I'm getting fatigued and my form is like off. Okay, I know this angle is a little bit, not really suspect, but I'm not gonna feed into it. But it's actually a good angle because you can really see how deep I'm getting into it. Like from the other angles, and I don't even think you can really appreciate how deep the stretch is. And again, we're in the gym, so it's about stretching. It's about, you know, especially when you're training glutes and stuff, like things can look a little bit. But if you're not like one of those weird type of people, then, you know, like RDLs is another one. It's just like, okay, if you want to be weird about it, but no. But I think this is a good angle, and you know, but I switch it up. I just finished like one little superset or whatever. I got the squat press machine going right here. Right here. And then, you know, I told you I want to try to get like all my stuff in like the same vicinity. Oh my gosh, it's so bright. But all these racks are taken. See, like all these racks. So I had to go like all the way down here to do my RDLs. All right, we're gonna see. The only thing about this angle, I told you I still haven't figured my phone out yet. But I do like it because it does a lot of auto stuff. So it takes the guesswork out. But when you really want to do stuff that takes some type of, you know, expertise, a little bit of expertise, then I feel like, yeah, then you gotta learn it. But like in another video, I had it on just regular video mode, and it still kept picking up the plates when I go, like it would go to my face, and it goes to the plates. Anyways, so I put it on cinematic. So I'm nearing the end of my workout, and I'm like thinking like, okay, I still didn't do calves. I mean, I don't feel like, I guess I could do some, I know they're gonna be sore too. They're gonna be real sore because I haven't trained them in a long time. Yeah, I just want to go ahead and do this because there's nothing else that I actually went heavy on, like quads and like total leg. So this is that for me. power stance or my strongest stance. It's like my feet aren't as angled outwards, but they still are a little angled, and they're not like all the way at the top. I feel like that's just been the best one for me. I'm not even really in the middle of the pad. I'm like more towards the top. I feel like the best one for me. All right, last one. All right, so I feel like I got in everything I wanted to get in. All right, I'll talk to y'all next time. It'll be upper body, and we'll go from there.